Hey everybody, this is Cheryl with the day 21 recap because I didn't tape yesterday because for one, we had a horrible storm and I don't test God, so if you call my house in a storm, you shall not receive an answer. I just don't do it. But yesterday so much happened, I had to leave myself notes. And as y'all can see, it is morning time because sometimes I tape in my nightgown, but I got on my nightgown, I got my coffee, I got my cigarette. So I'm ready. Alright, here we go. The guy that I was trying to get the number from, that I was waiting for somebody to give me his number, ended up being the guy that runs the store that I got my refrigerator from. Now you tell me God is still not in the prayer answering business. And so then my sons went to this event that was free at a park around here, and they all came back with a pilot, because I had prayed before they left that it would be a positive bonding experience for them, and they would come from it closer instead of farther apart, and it worked. And so now I feel much more relaxed about their movie outing because they're starting to relate to each other as brothers instead of competitors. So that's good. Now it had gotten late and it was getting dark, and I put on a dress to, that blue dress, to go down the street, see where my kids was at, because I knew that they should have been somewhere in the atmosphere. So, like a mother, I put on my dress, I get halfway down the street, my back is on fire, and then it starts raining. Its first just dropped, so I'm thinking I can handle this. I'm going to continue looking. I don't know where I'm going. I don't know where this event is at. All I know is the name of the park. But I'm just walking. I'm figuring I'll see him somewhere. So, this one of my neighbors said, "What are you doing?" And I was like, I'm trying to find my kids. He said, "Did they go to that park thing?" And I said, "Yeah." And he was like, "You'll never make it. It's way over there by the Westland Arms," which I guess is some kind of apartments. So I was like, okay. Then the sky just opened up. And I came in the house, but I didn't sit down because I was soaked. So I got my tore up umbrella and went out to the driveway and got even more soaked. But I'm standing out there looking back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. I'm steady calling my son's phone, no reply. Now that's when I really get scared and pissed off. So I'm steady calling and steady calling and steady calling. So I said, fuck this. I got to go. So I'm headed down the street the other way. And I bent over in the street. I was about to die. My stomach has never cramped so bad. And I don't have my special visitor, so I don't even know what that pain was about. But I came back to the house. I called his cousin and I asked her has she heard from him, and she was like, "I'm trying to get in touch with him too." And I'm like, okay, now my fear has quadrupled. I haven't had my medicine, and my phobias are just picturing all kind of stuff. Because the guy told me the event was over. So I'm ringing his phone. Finally somebody answers. And I'm like, "Where the hell are you at?" And he like, "I'm at home." I said, "Okay, I know sometimes I get sleepy and shit gets distorted, but you ain't fucking home." So he told him, "Oh, this is George. He left his phone in my book bag." So I'm like, okay, Now I'm finna crack his shit because he done left a $300 or $400 phone in somebody's book bag. Even though that's his play cousin, I don't care. So, finally, I get some answers. They're on the way home. They get in the door, and you know how you're glad to see your kids? And you want to hug them and then slap the shit out of them? That's what it was. So, I told him, go get your phone and come back home. No spendy nighties at the cousins. Come back home. So, that was on that. Then, when I went to get, now I was going to give my refrigerator to the guy next door. I told y'all that, I think in one of my, and see how shiesty people are? But the man who I got my refrigerator from said, call DTE and they'll come pick up the fridge and mail you a check for $40. See, the devil be trying to screw me over, and God just tears him up every time. So the guy came and delivered the refrigerator, and he was like, what you gonna do with that refrigerator? And I was like, I'm turning it over for money. And he was like, his whole face just crumbled. And he was like, oh. And I said, yeah, I know about the program now. And so him and his chick brought the refrigerator in and left. But Dot wanted to kill him. Now I see why. But and then there was something that happened this morning, and it was the cutest thing in the world. I bought a bag of catnip. So I called both cats in here and they were sniffing. But Dot was more into it because she put her whole face in the bag. And I'm like, okay. So I poured a little on a plastic thing. And she just started rolling in it, flipping, acting crazy. I mean, she was just turning head from head, doing flips. Not even getting up off, just flipping around on the floor. And she would take the plastic and rub it all over her face and her body. And then she'd sniff her own fur and start doing some more flips. It was the cutest thing I've ever seen. And Dot's kind of chunky, so it was really cute. But I know I'm a parent, and parents just be so, anything their kids do is just wonderful. And they're gonna boggle. She in the closet asleep. Dot is, I don't know where Simone is at, but she's somewhere. But so, like I said, there is a reason why I have not had that surgery as yet. I don't know the reason, but I just trust God without, unquestionably. He's leading my life. And there was a parable this lady told me about an ant on a tile. The ant can only see a little bit ahead of him, but God can see the whole tile. So he knows what's in store for that ant. And I think about that. And so there must be a reason why I haven't had that surgery yet. And the time when it happens is the time when it's supposed to happen. Because like I said, things don't happen on our time, they happen on God's time. And I was all upset and angry, but there must be a reason. So now I'm perfectly fine with it, and I'm just waiting. And eventually, at the right time, it'll be done. So, oh yeah, I gotta call my sister and tell her to not ask her boss for those days off because I'm not having surgery on those days. So my son is using his directorial wit to tell me to wrap it up. So, much love. I will see y'all later because we gotta post day 22. And as you know, day 22 hasn't happened yet, and anything can happen, and anything usually does. So, I'll see y'all later. Deuces.